we go. And welcome. Hi, I am Carolyn Parrs. I'm the CEO of Mind Over Markets. And for those of you that don't know me, Mind Over Markets helps purpose-driven business get clear on their message, be heard by their customers, and grow their business. And there's never been a more opportune time to do that than right now. And I'm going to get into that. Before I do, I just want to thank from my heart all of those that are on the front lines during this really critical time and are risking their lives really for the sake of all of us. My heart goes out to you. And for us that are staying at home and abiding by the social distancing, we're also saving lives because we're helping to lessen the spread that's happening right now. So thank you for all the efforts that you are doing today. And I hope that what I'm going to share with you, I'm super excited about sharing this with you because I have really specific information and tactics to be able to share your message, reframe your message in this really important time that we have right now. And if we use this time well, you can also grow your business during this time instead of shrink your business. So while everyone else is on a pause button, or they may be going silent, right, which you shouldn't be doing right now, you should be doing the opposite, right? You can actually take this time to reboot, to reframe, and meet your customer right where they are on their shifting needs. And that's what I'm going to show you today. Never again we might have this time. I mean, this moment that has never happened in the history of recorded history, I should say, on a global level. And in this global crisis, people look to brands. They look to leaders to communicate to them so that they know what to do next. You're a leader in whatever business you are, whether it's a service or a product, and people are listening more than ever because while business and industry have slowed down and more of us are at home, this is an opportune time to cut through the clutter that you can't do at any other time. But your message, what you message, is really key. So if you have messaging that's happening that 2 weeks ago, or even 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that is not relevant anymore. And so you need to make sure that your message is relevant to your customers' needs right now. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen and bring up right here. So reframing your message during a crisis, okay? So this is where we are right now. We're in quarantine, right? So quarantine time is 30, 60, 90 days. It is a pause by most of the world right now. And people are listening, right? So how you frame your message has to meet what's happening now. People are they might be feeling restless or bored, right? Parents are maybe they're feeling stressed because they're working with their kids, homeschooling their kids, and then they're also trying to get work done. Your customer might be feeling anxious or frustrated and don't know what the next step is, which is why you're probably on the webinar today, because you're like, I'm not sure what my messaging is. I'm confused, or I'm frustrated around that. So people are aware at this time. And that is why this is such an important and special time to be looking at your business, right? From the lens of your customer. So that's where we are right now, which after a period of time, we're going to go into a recession, right? Now, some believe that recession might actually be shortened because of the financial downturn we have had in our quarantine. Okay, that's speculation, But nonetheless, we're going to be going into a recession. That recession is going to be different kind of messaging. What happens during that time is people conserve, they save, right? They want to learn how to save money. They want to learn how to make money. And there's a whole bunch of industries that come out during that time, and that's when they clean up, in real estate and other places. And I'm not saying to take advantage of people. What I'm saying is to really help them during this time so that they can succeed. And you are the guide. Your business is the guide to help your customers really get through this. So today, however, we're in the middle of a quarantine, and I'm going to be speaking to quarantine messaging, right? And what's relevant now. Okay? So here we go. How to communicate. The lead for this time is empathy. The tonality of your message should be empathy, right? How is your customer feeling, right? And I said a little bit about that. Are they feeling anxious? Are they afraid of the future, right? Are they feeling restless, right? Are they feeling frozen or isolated in this time, all alone in this time? So you want to speak that first so that it comes out authentic, and it doesn't come out, if you came out like right with a sales pitch, right? It's like, is this person out of touch, or this person doesn't really know what's going on? So really get into the empathy piece of that. And so for my business, right, I know that a lot of my customers and clients are feeling, they might feel frustrated or even anxious on their business to grow their businesses this time. And so through my lens, I'm really making sure that I understand what that means, because I have felt that too, right? And that's why I am so excited to share this information, because what I'm going to be giving you today is a way out of that. So really understand where your customer might be coming. I'm going to be giving examples of this for different types of businesses, right? That I scanned on who joined us. These 2 webinars that I'm doing today, and picked out some websites. I'm going to be showing you how you can pivot and actually make money during a time when people are listening, okay? So empathy is key. Now, next we have here is authority. So you're showing your empathy, the heart in your business, especially for purpose-built businesses, purpose-driven businesses. I mean, they're born on that, whether they're sustainability or green or socially focused or values-driven businesses, right? This is the time you can shine, right? Turn that volume up on that. But we need to follow that up with the authority, right? You know your stuff. I'm sure many of you have heard the speech, right, that Queen Elizabeth recently gave, right? So her speech was 522 words long. That's it. That's it. And she's done it only 5 times in her 68-year career, something like that. And so she started off go back and listen to that speech. She started off thanking people for what they're doing right now and reaching out to people right now. And then she came in right after that with authority. We will succeed. We will get through this together. We will be stronger than ever through this. So that is the feeling state of what needs to happen through this quarantine period. So get back up to the slides. These 2 messages of empathy and authority in your business, and you're the authority on whatever your business is, whether you're a yoga teacher, whether you have a hair salon, whether you have a recording studio, you know your stuff, right? And you're in good hands, right? With Allstate. Remember that one? You're in good hands with Allstate, right? That was about, we can help you through this period. So those 2 messages, weaving through the quarantine period are really key than ever before. Okay, so let's talk about now how to craft that message, right? Now we know we need empathy and we know we need to have authority. So what problem is your customer having right now, right? What problem or pain point, as they would say in marketing language, is your customer experiencing right now? Okay. For a hair salon, right? I picked out a hair salon, the woman that does my hair, Melody at Rock, Paper, Scissors in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Shout out to you, big plug over there, Melody, maybe you're on. But hair salon, like who's going to a hair salon, right? Nobody is going to a hair salon because they can't go there, right? And their roots might be coming in, or they need that facial or whatever it is that they do there. They may have their kids, you know, being busy with their kids. They might be stressed out during this time and they're like, oh, if I could just have a day, you know, with Melody, it'd make me feel so good. Well, you know, let me go to, I'm going to do a screen share here and we're going to go to Melody's website right now. Okay. I'm going to give you some ideas, Melody, right? So here we go. You see that? So when we get here, this is the first message we see. And it's basically, she's informing her customers, which is a good thing. This is why we can't serve you. Our governor has said we need to shut this down. And we're going to do that. And hey, stay connected to us on Facebook and our website. If you have an appointment, she's being proactive, really good, right? And email us if you need to cancel or rebook an appointment, okay? That's all really good. But Melody's not making any money by doing that, right? And I'm going to give Melody, I'm going to give you a way to do that. You can create a virtual makeover. You can say to your clients, hey, I know you're at home right now. I know that you might be working from home. So who knows, maybe you're going from the bedroom to your computer and you still have your pajamas on and then it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and then your hair is still whatever. And we're feeling that, especially when you're working from home. So this is a perfect time to say, I am giving free virtual consultations, spring makeover. You can call it something. And you can get me one-on-one. I can see you through Zoom. I can tell you maybe when we come out of this time, which we will, you're going to look even better than ever for it. While everybody else is like running to get to that appointment, you know where you're going to go and you're going to look fantastic. You can do a consultation on makeup, hair, and skin, whatever. And she has a lot of incredibly clean products. So you can pre-book. First of all, do the virtual consultations, create a package, right? And then give them a discount. You might even give them, and even in the recession time, say, hey, for my regular customers, and you know how much they spend, right? Because you have it in front of you, you have it, their account in front of you, and you can say, hey, for the next, if you do book your 3 haircuts or 3 massages in the next, now I'm going to give you this discount and you can use it over the next year or 2, whatever that is. Now you've got some cash flow happening in your business right now, right? That normally you wouldn't be. So instead of just going down and dormant, you could actually be thinking of new ways to bring your customers in. You're communicating. One of the most important things right now is to communicate. Here it is, over-communicate. And I know some people don't want to say that, like, I don't need another message coming my way. But the truth of the matter is, if you are giving value to your customers and doing what we call a nurturing campaign, you're not selling to them all the time. You're offering them information, how you can spruce up your home in this time, how you can love your pet even more during this time, how you can. So all of these how-tos for them to make it through this time in really creative ways. And then you sprinkle in, right? That's your nurture campaign into a sales funnel, right? So you can actually sell that. So you have cash flow during this time. Let me bring up this next slide. So we talked about, first of all, identifying the problem that they have. So for Melody, it might be just at home and restless, not feeling pretty, right? Or wanting to get pampered, or wanting someone to give them great ideas on what their next look could be. That could happen right now with online. And then the next thing you do, which is what I just laid out, is highlight a product or service that would be helpful in this time. Highlight a product or service that would be helpful in this time, right? And let me give you another example of that. And I'm going to pull this up. Glenn, Green Gruff, Glenn, if you're on with us, I'm going to show you a little, give you a plug too. Green Gruff. Green Gruff is an amazing green, tasty, organic dog supplements and treats, okay? And I hope I'm not probably giving you justification of what you really do, but they're so meticulous on all of the ingredients that are in there for their pets right now, in their supplements right now. And they have these formulas such as relax and soothe that help your pet. Now, I'm a dog owner, right? And here's the thing. I've been walking around my dogs. My dogs are so much more important to me right now than they've ever been, because I'm hugging them a lot, right? And I live alone, so anytime I'm feeling, stressed out or anxious, I got my furry friends to hug, right? So this messaging could shift around that two ways. Like, your dog gives you so much love during this time. Love them right back by giving them X, Y, Z, right? And whatever that product is. For Green Gruff, it could be, the ease, the ease and joint and hip. They have a calm one too, a calm, relax, that's what it is, relax and calming. Here's another message that could be for that. And you put this on your homepage, what you call reskinning your homepage, which is a messaging on your homepage. You're feeling it, here's the message, you're feeling anxious right now, right? And say that your customer is really, like, they might have lost their job, right? And they're feeling anxious for the future, or their business is not moving at all. So they're feeling afraid, right? But they have dogs too, but they're really afraid. So the message would be like, you might be feeling really anxious right now. And if you're feeling really anxious, guess what? Your pet is too. Because our pets pick up all of what's going on in the home, and we know it. So support your pet during this time, just like you want to be supported, and give them XYZ. Relax. Relax. Calming is coconut pumpkin flavored and has and then just tell your story, right? That is relevant messaging for the time. And you can create a package around that, right? A discount around that if you want, or get them on a subscription, whatever it is your business model is, it's a perfect time to do that. So Green Gruff, right? If you look at their messaging right now, our love, our dogs come naturally. Our love for our dogs come naturally. And that's wonderful, but this is general messaging, right? This is not quarantine messaging, right? So we need to reframe, not change your brand. You got your brand, but your brand needs to be reframed for the times, okay? So let me bring back up here we go. Let me bring up, we identified a problem, anxiety in the home, anxiety in your pet, highlighted with the product or service that would be helpful. Try our relaxed, right? Our relax, it calms when you calm your pet could soothe you, right? Or you can have a happy home once again, right? So there's different ways that you can frame that. And the next important piece here is create a CTA that expires. What's a CTA? That is a call to action, right? So many times we put a message out, but then how do I buy from you? Like no button, no buy, right? There's just a lot. And then I got to start digging in. One of my mentors, which is Donald Miller, amazing marketer, says your button on your website should be everywhere and a special color, and don't make me go on a wild goose chase to find it. It's your cash register. Your button is your cash register. So it's whether it's buy more, buy now, call us, not learn more, right? So get a quote is good. So you want some action that happens right now. But this action that you want during this period, because the quarantine period is a period of time, you have it so that it does have an expiration date. If you just keep it going on, what happens, and you know what happens, we all do it, we're like, next. It's like in the inbox, out the inbox, or we don't even see it anymore. Have that expiration because it creates a sense of urgency, right? And it gets us to act, right? To act now, right? So that we get bombarded by over 3,000 messages a day, marketing messages a day. Bam, bam. Every time we open our email or go online, we know that, and probably even more since we're more online than ever. So you got to give that time frame so people feel like they need to do this now, or they're going to lose out. Okay. So that's an important piece about that. Okay. So 3 focuses during a quarantine: identify your problem, highlight that product that is made for these times, and then create a call to action that expires. Okay. So I am going to talk about a restaurant right after this, but this is exactly, I'll show you how I do this with my business. You're on a webinar right now called Reframing Your Message in the Wake of COVID-19, which I'm showing you elements and ways to reframe your message. But how would you like to get in a small group, right, of no more than 8 people, 6 to 8 people, that you will, for a full day, be able to nail those messages so that you can walk out and have the messages that are going to make you money right now? Okay, that is what this group is about. And I'm doing a full day workshop, hands-on workshop. You'll get me and you'll get the group as well. For me to do a one-on-one with branding is thousands of dollars, right? So what I'm charging is $450 for the day, which is like a sliver of what it would take for me to like dive into your business. So it's really a great deal. On Friday, April 24th from 9 to 4, that's Pacific time, you'll do your math on where you live, and we'll get together on Zoom and you're going to walk out. This is an offer, right? This is an offer and it has an expiration date, right? But I know that I can help you really help take your business to the next level during this time. I'm going to show you, before there's more that I can tell you about what we're going to do that day. But before we do that, I want to really show you, remember those 3 points. One business, it is a restaurant that is knocking it out of the park in Seattle. This restaurant is doing something that other restaurants obviously not. We're seeing delivery, right? Fantastic delivery, which is great. They're opening up. But this restaurant, while other restaurants are closed, they're actually re-messaging completely and created a whole new product that is really, not, like I said, knocking it out of the park. So let me bring that up so you can see it for sure. And this is the front, this is their website. First page of their website. I'll get to, here we go. When you get to their website, Canvas, this is what you see, right? Very different from when things are going great, right? And this is their messaging. Times are changing, and so are we. 4 weeks ago, we shut our dining room. Fine dining is not what Seattle needs right now. Instead, we're bringing dinner to you, creating safely creating jobs for our employees while serving as much of our city as we can, right? Empathy, we got the Seattle Authority, right? Then you scroll down. I love this. Family meal delivered. Home cooked meals and a bottle of wine on your doorstep. Zero contact. Menus change daily. Change daily, right? So I'm going to be like on top of it. It's not just one thing for, 2 weeks. So you can change. That creates a sense of urgency as well. What else? Community supported agriculture. Get a box of the best ingredients direct from our favorite farmers. They're supporting the farmers as well during this time. And you can, remember I said the cash register button? Here it is, order now. Call to action, not learn more, right? Which I've broken that, just so you know I've done that mistake. But right now, order now. And then bottle service. Feeling a little cooped up? a canless cocktail or a bottle of wine from our cellar may help. And then you can pick their cocktail kits. They put together these little cocktail kits during this time and a wine selection that pairs with the meal that you got. Fantastic. This is my favorite part. It's coming up. I love this. Live from our dining room, they have recorded, they have a piano there. They have recorded a whole hour and a half of beautiful piano music. So you click on this. I'm not going to click on it now, but you can check this out. You click on it and it brings you to a YouTube video of a guy. They're in their living room and he's playing beautiful music, right? That you can play while you eat their dinner at home, and you can put it on your big screen TV if you want to, or you can just have it on audio. And it's like bringing Canlis into your home, right? So I love that, right? This is like a freebie, right? And so live streaming smooth sounds from the city's finest dining room, right? That's actually, there's a testimonial, fantastic, right? And this is the Times, and you can watch that. Here, then, notice this next really important messaging, right? Because there's going to be objections that are going to happen, right? Oh, wow, I'm not sure if they're washing their hands. The employees might be doing X, Y, Z. So they just say, they come right out and say it on their front page. During our part to be safe and sanitary, there's no physical contact between our staff and delivery patrons. We have a dedicated staff member to sanitizing contacted services at the restaurant for every 30 minutes, and it goes on. Our staff, they wash their hands every 15 minutes. We use these gloves, right? And we change them. If anybody's feeling sick or having symptoms, they stay home. And guess what? We pay. We pay sick leave for them and give financial assistance to our employees. So hello, right? So they gave you some offer, and then they met your objections right here. All of this is on their homepage. And here, I just wanted to let you, where's the old website, right? You can click here. These aren't two websites, I don't believe. This is just a landing page. But you can click here to go to what you normally see. But this is the message they're leading with right now. Other questions get answers, right? And there's their phone number. Isn't that fantastic? So here's a restaurant that is just transforming their business. I've never been to that restaurant, and I'm going, right? I may order something from them. I have to check that out, right? What their menus are. I haven't done that yet, but I am, no matter what, now or later, I am definitely going to check out this restaurant because they've got my heart, right? And what they're doing. So this is what I want you to be thinking about in your businesses at this time. How can you reframe it for the times? This can set you ahead of the pack, right? And you can serve your clients more than you have ever served them before. So let me show you I'm going back and forth on these screen shares here. Thanks for hanging in there with me. So this full day workshop. I just want to give you a little idea of what's really going to be happening, right? 8 of us in a room all day, right? We're going to highlight a product of yours and a service of yours that's really important during this time. And even if you think you can't, oh my God, I sell children's playground equipment, right? I actually know a company that's doing something really cool about that, right? During the like children's playground, they can't play now, but they can get their family who are really bored right now to have an activity that they can do together, right? And build a playground together during this pause period. And that's how they're reframing it. And then they're giving them deals to do that. So we're going to highlight a product. Then we're going to create messaging, right? That will cut through the clutter, right? And continue to reach your customers. We're going to also get clear, because after the messaging, then you got to put it into your sales funnel. Do you have one? You need to have one. If you do not have one, you will not survive after this. So sales funnel is like collecting your email addresses, right? And then being able to send messaging to your customers. You were on my sales funnel, and that's why you're here today, or social media. And there's ways to build a sales funnel, right? You may already have one. How can you build that and enhance that and work that during this time? And then you're going to get coaching, right? And get feedback, honest feedback from me and the group in the comfort of your home with no more than 8 people, okay? So that is what we're going to be doing for the full day. And frankly, it's all about the coaching, right? That because, I could do a one-way webinar, which is pretty much what this is. And you're going to get a ton of value with this. And I hope you run with everything I share today. But if you're saying, I'm feeling kind of stuck and I've been frustrated with my brand for a while, or I have no idea, I can't figure out how to message it well, even when the times are good, I might need some help, right? Some one-on-one help. And so this is an opportunity to do that. You'll get instant help, and you'll be able to, after the workshop, know that, hey, I got a plan of action. I know which way to go. I feel good about it. I feel confident about it, and I know what to do next. So that is my offer to you. And you can, if you're interested in that, you can shoot me an email. When it fills up, it fills up. Okay, so there's 8 spaces. And, or you can go on to Eventbrite, which is where it's listed here. I'm going to send the link to you, and it tells you all about that. The cost I said is $450, and to be transparent as well, that on top of that is the fees for Eventbrite, but it's, this is under, $475, right? It's still a fraction of what I would normally do a one-on-one with you, right? And then we get to really work your business during this time. So if that feels like right for you, reach out to me, and we'll get you in our full day together. So what's a best way to use this time, right? Than to clarify your message and get ahead of the curve. And you just register for the workshop, attend from home, right? And get clarity and be inspired. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I'm going to stop my share. Here's my email address, carolyn.parrs@mindovermarkets.com. And feel free to reach out to me if this is like a yes for you right now. Questions as well, or go to Eventbrite and I'll send that link as well. I am going to open up, take a look at the chat. Do we have some messages in our chat box, or questions that you might have right now? This is a good time to send that out if you'd like to, or and I actually don't see any. I've been giving a lot of feedback right now. Here we go. We have one that just came in from new message here. Lori's in. All right, Lori, you got space number 1. Thank you. I can't wait to dive in. Oh, I have some ideas for you, right? Oh, if someone says, and I won't say, if going to Canlis, bring your checkbook. Well, you know, it's really, that's okay with me, right? I'm not going every day, right? It's probably not the same thing, but if I am going to really, they got my heart, so I'm going to check out how much it costs. But if there's a special occasion, I might go, right? Because I think they're really cool and I love what they did during this time. But thanks for that, for saying, you know, hey, you know, you know, money, but maybe they might be doing some cool things around. You watch, track them and see what they're doing. Like as the recession hits, they'll get really creative as well, I'm sure. So that, I don't see any more questions. I want to thank you so much for joining me. There's nothing more that gives me joy that's to helping our purpose-filled, purpose-driven businesses succeed. We need that, I believe, more than ever right now in our world, between climate change and what's going down. But this is a moment. This is an opportune moment for you to step in, and don't miss this. Don't play the victim. Don't say, my business needs help, and ask for charity, right? Because that puts you in a weak position, right? Going forward. You're not seen as the leader or the guide to your customers when you do that. So this is the time to really, instead of doing that, just get clear on your message, get clear on your customers, and then you can grow your business. And you can get it done during this time. This time when everybody else is taking a pause, this is the time to step forward in your business, especially if you feel like you might even felt like you've been struggling for a while. So people need you more than ever during this time, right? They really do. And even on this webinar today, people, I'm glad I'd love to get feedback on what really worked for you today, and what, what might be helpful in the future. But I guess how I want to end this is that you can come out stronger during this time. You can come out stronger and be actually, as the noise of what is lessened and people are listening, to be the leader you know you can be, to be, as Gandhi would say, the change, right? Be the change, create that change, and show people how to progress and how to take this time. Be, if you're a massage therapist or this is such a rich time, and that your voice can really shine during this time. So thank you so much again for joining me, right? Shine on and stay tuned. I'll be giving more webinars as we go, and I hope you found this helpful. And remember, for Mind Over Markets, if we can help you get clarity, get heard, and grow your business. Have a great day.